Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we have another episode of what she wanted versus what she got, and this is the set we are going to be recreating today. Shout out to this nail tech. Her work is absolutely gorgeous. She specializes in like really blinged out nails, and I love her work. And this is the picture that my customer sent me that she wanted for her press on nails. The only thing is she wanted it triple extra long and tapered square instead of stiletto. So let's get right into it. Okay, you guys, so I'm going to be grabbing basically whatever red glitter I could find in my nail art collection. And you guys, I did not realize that I didn't have like really that many red glitters or like a good nice red glitter until I had to do the set. As you could see, all of these glitters that I have are very different. One of them is basically empty and then the other ones are very chunky, so I really had to work with what I had here. I also had this red foil that I just showed right now, and it was kind of difficult. The nail tips that I'm using are the Nails by Dev triple extra long nail tips. I will have everything in this video linked down below. I really need to invest and just like go to Michael's and get a whole bunch of different glitters that I could use because I don't have a red and Christmas is coming up. I really need a good red glitter, like a big bottle of it, so that I don't have to keep using these tiny little containers. I also need like different glitters like green and stuff. But I'm going to be using this color by enailcouture. I did just show it right there. It is a reflective glitter and it's like part of his newest collection. I think he has a collection of 4 or 5 glitters, but they're so pretty. They are reflective, and you guys, literally this, I don't know how, it was crazy that I already had this glittery color and it looks identical to the color that the nail tech used in the photo. And if you guys know, this is my series that I created where I show you guys how to replicate photos of acrylic nail sets into press-on nails, or even Gelx nails if you guys do Gelx as well. And you guys, that color that I just used from enailcouture is identical to the acrylic nail color that she used in her set. So I was so proud of myself for being able to like have this in my collection, to be honest. Like, I don't even know how I could match it so exact. But anyway, I'm also going to be grabbing this glittery red reflective gel polish from Raya's Nails. I love her stuff. You guys already know this, but this is a really pretty red glittery gel polish, and it is reflective as well, like I mentioned, and it is going to be my base color for these nails. And I'm just going to be topping it with the red glitter like as best as I could, basically getting the glitters to lay as flat as possible because we are going to be encapsulating these with gel. So I'm basically using my little brush, and the key when you're encapsulating anything is try to keep it in the very center of the nail. Like, as you guys can see, I literally didn't put glitter on the sides at all, or like the chunky glitter, because it doesn't need to be on the sides. It'll be perfectly fine in the middle as long as you can see it. And this will make sure that your nail shape stays nice and sharp and crisp, and your sides don't end up being bumpy, lumpy, or like anything like that. That's like probably my biggest question that I get, is how people ask me like, how do you put so many layers and then make sure that they don't look lumpy? So that's like my #1 tip: keep your product in the center and thin on the sides. So I'm going to be doing that to both hands. And once the glitter is on there, I forgot to mention, I did put the glitter on top of the wet gel polish that was underneath. And of course, I don't want the nails to be sheer, so I'm going ahead and doing another coat of this gorgeous glittery color. It's kind of like a coppery champagne color. It's really, really pretty. And then again, I'm going to just go ahead and clean up my sidewalls here. I'm adding a little bit more glitter if I need to. And the glitter that I'm using now is this one by D&D. It is a part of the Mermaid collection, I believe. From D&D DC. I've had it for so long, probably like 2 years. It is one of my essential red glittery gel polishes. It's very, very thick, but it really is a good one. So I am using that as the base, and then also using the Rise nails, kind of like going back and forth, mixing them together, just because I was trying to get as like close to the look as I could from the photo. Like, I literally don't even have like a glittery red acrylic. I don't have glittery red powder glitter, so I don't have anything like that. So I really had to work with what I had, and I really still loved the outcome, so I'm just doing the same thing over here. But the only difference is, I don't really remember, but I think both hands have different nails. Like, I think the middle finger on the other hand was different, but I was replicating the photo just so that I can make it exactly like she wanted. And you guys will see here for the pointer finger, and I did this on one finger on the other hand as well, I'm leaving a tiny little gap at the bottom. That's because that's going to be like a French tip effect. But the French tip doesn't need to be perfect because I am going to cover it with gems. So that's like the good thing about this design. It's super beginner friendly and easy. Even if you don't know how to do French tip, you can easily cover up your French tips with some rhinestones. So that is like my #1 beginner friendly tip when you're getting started with press-ons and things. And I am taking off any excess glitters here that are sticking up. Some of them were like cured, sticking straight up, and I will not be able to encapsulate those. So yeah. My kind of like my whole thing when I do press-ons is I want to avoid using any polygel or acrylic as much as I could. It's just so much more work. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be encapsulating them in base coat. So I'm going to grab a base coat gel and I'm going to be encapsulating it. Preferably, you guys, if you have a builder gel in a bottle, I would definitely use that. I need to invest in one of those. I used to have one a long time ago and I need to get another one so I can do encapsulations because it's the thickest type of gel polish that you can buy. It's like a builder gel. It's super thick and you can use it to encapsulate anything basically. To make these nails a little bit more glittery, I'm going to be grabbing this color by enailcouture. I actually showed this color in a haul that I just did recently, kind of, I would say like a month or two ago. So I will link that color as well. It's really pretty glitter, and I just added it because I'm just literally so extra, and I always do the most. I always want the nails to look like so gorgeous. So yeah, you guys, I'm just going ahead with the second coat right here. Okay, and then once you have 1 to 2 coats of the base coat gel on top of your encapsulated glitter, you're gonna go ahead and grab an alcohol wipe and you're gonna completely clean off the sticky layer. We're gonna revisit that right now, but for the French tip, I'm just grabbing this color by Nails Bling Supply. It's color number 21, and it is like a pinkish nude. It's very, very, very sheer. But this is the color that I felt like matched closest to the picture. And we're going to be doing multiple coats of this. And this is going to be the French tip part of the nail. The part that's going to show like as your nail bed. But like I mentioned, I'm cleaning off the glitter. Making sure that all the sticky, like the inhibition layer of the base coat is gone. So that we could go ahead and buff them down. So that is like the #1 thing that I do. And every time I do encapsulations, I will clean off the sticky layers and then I will make sure to buff them. But first, I'm just getting my French tip part as opaque as I want. And then we're going to go in with the buffing after. So what I'm doing here so far, I only added 1 layer of base coat on top of the glitter. You can do 1 to 2, it just depends, but I did 1. And then I'm buffing, and then I'm going to add 1 more layer to make sure it's really encapsulated. So basically what buffing does, it kind of takes off the bulk of the top of the nail and any like bumpiness that's on the nail as well. Before you do like your final layer of base coat gel to encapsulate everything, this really just makes it and seals it in. And I noticed that the nails did not shrink with this method. I don't know why, but they didn't. If you think about it, I only did like 3 coats of gel polish. So maybe that's why. I noticed that the nails will shrink only if you use more than like 4 or 5 coats of gel. So just keep that in mind. The nails will shrink a little bit, but these nail tips also run a little bit bigger. Something I will say is anytime I'm going to have a lot of coats of gel polish on one nail, or I'm going to be putting a lot of rhinestones on, most of the time I will size up 1 millimeter because the nails have a possibility of shrinking. I recommend you guys always do that. It always ends up fitting the customers perfectly because if you think about it, their normal size, let's say you do their nails in their normal size, right? And it fits them perfect when there's nothing on the nail, like when they got their size kit or whatever. And then once you put all those layers of product on the same size that they size themselves with the size kit, trust me, you guys, it's not going to be the same size after you're done. Most of the time, if you add like acrylic 3D flowers, or if you add a whole bunch of gems, or a whole bunch of layers of gel polish. So I definitely recommend sizing up on the nails that you know are going to have that. I just wanted to say that really quickly because that's what I do. And then next what I'm going to be doing is taking out all my rhinestones and getting ready for the bling application. So I'm going to be using my Makart Rhinestone Gel. I've been loving this again recently. I literally need to purchase a new bottle because of this customer sets. She actually ordered, I believe, 4 nail sets that were all super blinged out. And I used almost an entire bottle of Makart Bling Gel just to do her 4 sets. Especially because they were all triple extra long. So I need to invest in another bottle. When I did my battle of the rhinestone gels, it was one of the gel polishes, or one of the gels with Zulay's gel that actually held my rhinestones together. So that's what made me like revisit it again. And yeah, I feel like it works very well. You just need to make sure that it's cured all the way through, like double, triple cure it, and it'll be good. I'm grabbing a whole bunch of different rhinestones. I got some of these from AliExpress, some of them from Amazon, and I only use glass rhinestones. I try to say this sometimes, like sometimes I forget to say it, but the reason why I only use glass rhinestones is because one, they're like the best quality other than Swarovski, the ones that we can't get anymore, or at least I can't get them anymore, I don't think. And then also at the end of every set, I clean them off with acetone just to make sure they stay super sparkly and there's no gel polish, no fingerprints or anything on them. Just a tiny teeny bit of acetone is what I use to clean them off with at the end. And if you use plastic stones, they will definitely like melt away or something. And that never happens because I just make sure to use only glass rhinestones. So I did want to say that really quickly. But I'm just gonna kind of let you guys watch my bling placement. It was kind of just like everywhere. I kind of did freestyle it a little bit while still sticking to like the main theme of the photos, just because obviously I don't have the exact same crystals that she had in her picture. So I'm just trying to like do the best I can with what I have.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side, maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away, as you fade away. You're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade. you fade away, as you fade away, as you fade away.
Okay, you guys, so I'm pretty much just putting my rhinestones in random little bling placements. If you guys really want to up your bling placement, like if you're a beginner with nails and stuff like that and you don't really know what to do, I highly recommend getting a whole bunch of different shapes and different sizes of SS rhinestones like I have here. You can see on my desk, I have a whole bunch of different sizes. You guys, this will really elevate your bling placement. Also, get some nail charms. I highly recommend AliExpress. That's literally where I get almost all of my nail charms. It's either from there or from Amazon. Like, I literally pretty much don't ever purchase from anywhere else. So that's like my number one thing that my number one tip that I can give you guys. Don't be scared to purchase from AliExpress. If anything, just look at the seller, and if the seller has like pretty good reviews, make sure there's like people posting photos of the things they receive and stuff like that. Another tip I'm going to give you guys when applying a bling is always put your nail upside down like I'm doing here, like if you were doing a real client, because this will help so that your rhinestones don't flood into the cuticle area. If you noticed, it was happening to me a little bit there, and then I turned the nail upside down and now it's working again. This mainly only happens if you're using a bling gel that's like super runny. The Macart one is actually pretty thick, but because my room is like pretty hot, it honestly gets a little watery because of that, and if it's really cold, then it kind of thickens up. So that's what happens to me. I'm pretty sure it happens with like every gel that I have. So yeah, I'm just going ahead and going in with different charms and different sized rhinestones, and I love using charms for sure. Like honestly, you guys, my favorite thing is when like you can get the rhinestones off. I saw a video the other day of like this girl on TikTok, and she couldn't get her charm off of her acrylic nail client. And I remember like that would always happen to me. I would have to drill them off, which is so frustrating. But if that happens to you guys and you can't take your rhinestones off, just get a pair of like pliers, like the really strong pliers that you can use for like, I don't even know, I think they're like industrial grade ones, but not the huge ones. And those will take your charms off super easy. It'll like nip them away. And yeah, you guys, I really like this different assortment of bling that I got. It has hearts, stars, and a whole bunch of other shapes like pear shape. Pear shape is my number one literally favorite shape of rhinestone. It just looks so pretty. And if you're a beginner, I highly recommend you get some pear shaped stones. Now what I'm doing is I'm going ahead and top coating my nails. I'm making sure to top coat all around the rhinestones, really making sure to seal them in. This is kind of similar to doing a glue bath. I've done a glue bath on some of my other nails before. I was doing it when I wasn't 100% confident in my nail glue, like when my nail glue was like kind of acting up on me, and it was like a different nail glue that I was using. Like for the charms and for the rhinestones. But a glue bath is basically essential. Oh my god, you guys, my cat got in the video. A glue bath is basically essentially the same thing as like top coating around the stones, but except you're doing it with like a little tube of nail glue. Then you let it completely dry. You can even spray a nail glue activator to make sure it hardens in place. And basically that just triple ensures that your rhinestones are not going to go anywhere. So if you guys haven't done that already, I highly recommend you try that out. And yeah, and then you would just top coat on top as normal. But I'm just top coating right now only. And then I am actually using the Beetles top coat. I don't know if I said that already. And then after this is when I'm going to go in and wipe them off. You can see I'm doing it here. I have lint-free nail wipes. Make sure you're always using lint-free wipes because you definitely don't want the lint to get stuck on any part of the nail, because then it just really gets so annoying. And I'm just taking a tiny bit of acetone, not too much, and you're just going to wipe your gems away. It's going to make the biggest difference, and it's going to make your gems look super shiny because they're going to be really clean. Okay, you guys, so this is the final result. All I did after that was file the edges of my nails as usual, and this is how they turned out, you guys. They are so glittery. Oh my god, in person I can't even explain what they looked like. They looked absolutely gorgeous. I wanted to keep them so bad. They looked so luxe, so gorgeous, and I'm just obsessed with them. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and comment. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I really appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.